Hello, I'm Coach Redmond. I'm one of the teachers here at Northside High School, and I'm also the head wrestling coach. The video you're about to watch will give you somewhat of an idea about what Northside High School wrestling is all about, and what you can expect in competition, and what you can expect in training. Wrestling is a great sport. It's arguably the oldest sport. Wrestling teaches you about hard work. It teaches you about the value of having a good mindset. It also teaches you about nutrition, and it teaches you how to train your body to be the best you that you can be. I hope you enjoy this video.
It was just something that I took to, and I wish I would have started sooner, but unfortunately I did not. And Coach Redmond taught me so much, not just about wrestling, but about life. One of the most important things I took away from him personally was that you need to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and that's I use that probably every day. And I encourage everyone to at least try out to become a wrestler, because you'll find that you're a lot stronger than you may think, not just physically but mentally. They will find a way to push you to where you think you're done, and then they just open up a new door for you, and a lot more opportunities come, and you have the best coach as far as life and wrestling in Coach Redmond.
It opens your world. It opens up your eyes to a whole new world when it comes to sports as a whole. I strive to be better than my teammates. I strive to be better than myself. I just strive to be the best.
Hi, I'm Wyatt Redmond, and I'm a junior at the Naval Academy. I chose to wrestle because I wanted to challenge myself in new ways and be part of a competitive culture. I learned a lot from wrestling, including how to push myself in difficult situations, and I got a lot closer with my teammates.
Hey, Future Patriots. My name is Zach. I'm here to talk a little bit about wrestling and why I chose to wrestle at Northside. Hoping to motivate some of you to do so as well. Coming into high school, I knew next to nothing about it. Doesn't get much coverage here in the South, so it's no surprise. I'd played baseball and football, but wasn't even sure I wanted to try sport in high school. Wasn't even sure I wanted to make the time for it. About a month into my freshman year, I had a friend that kept pushing me to join. So I looked into it, and I decided if I was going to do something, I should try something new. And after asking around a little bit, I've heard that it was very physically challenging, and I think that's what solidified the decision in my head. I heard it was a challenge, I wanted to do it. I wanted that challenge, but I also wanted a team that I could face that challenge with. So when I think back on it, the physically demanding aspect was what got me into it, but the concept of a strong, close-knit team was what kept me going. And it'll take some motivation to keep going. It's not an easy sport by any means, but I can promise you the sense of accomplishment that you get from, walking to the center of the ring after battling it out for 6 minutes, knowing that both of you put everything on the mat I can't emphasize how incredibly rewarding that feeling is. And that's my takeaway from the sport. It's the most important thing I did in high school. It taught me such a good, genuine sense of work ethic. As y'all go through life, high school and beyond, you'll learn that with a lot of things, you get out what you put in. And I promise if you commit to Coach Redmond's wrestling program at Northside, you'll learn how to push past those seemingly impassable obstacles, and however physically or mentally challenging they may be, in order to achieve a goal that you set out to accomplish. And that's something that I wish every person got a chance to experience. But on that note, I appreciate you guys taking the time for listening to me rant about wrestling, and I hope some of you give it a try, and we'll see where it takes you. Thank you.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Joey. I'm a former student and wrestler at Northside. Wrestling was something that I never really intended to do. It was, I was always pretty athletic, but I was never really into like basketball or football or any of those kinds of sports. But I needed something to do, so I had a buddy at the time that was wrestling, and he was telling me about it, and I was interested, so I went to some of the workouts. Got to know some of the guys on the team and had a great time. And after that first day of practice, walking out of that wrestling room, I knew that sport was for me. It's not a typical team sport like how you normally think of it, but it is absolutely a team effort. When it comes to things like cutting weight or coming together and learning a new technique, you really build that bond. It's hard to come by. And another thing is, you have a real sense of pride in doing something like that, because it's not something that everybody can do. And you'll learn that your first couple weeks of practice. You'll start to see people kind of flow out of there because they're just not up for it, and that's all right. You definitely do build a sense of pride being a part of something like that. And even today, I know guys who spend good amounts of money to get that kind of workout in, because it's a great opportunity to push yourself both physically and mentally, because it's absolutely just as mental as it is physical. So yeah, with that, if you decide to go out for it, good luck to you. I wish you the best. All right.
Hello, Northside. Former wrestler here to tell you why I joined wrestling. I joined wrestling mainly because I wanted to get stronger and I wanted to learn how to defend myself if that time ever came. But over the time that I was in wrestling, I also learned two other things. I learned discipline and how to properly diet. So when I first started wrestling, I was like 120 pounds. I basically looked like a twig. I didn't know what I was doing. But over time, I learned how to properly eat. I got stronger as I went. I went from 120 to 155 by my senior year. And honestly, like, it's really been the foundation of like where I am today. I'm currently in the Air Force, and I'm currently stationed in South Korea. And if it wasn't for wrestling, I honestly wouldn't be where I am today. So I have that to thank for everything I have right now. Anyways, you guys have a good one, and go Patriots.
Hey there, what's up? The main reason I wrestled was I just jumped on, didn't really have any idea what it was, but immediately it started boosting my confidence, and so I stuck with it, and it really helped improve my high school experience.
My name is Denaz Johnson, class of 2020 Northside alumni, and I was asked why I wrestled. Well, I tried to follow in my older brother's footsteps of playing football, but I wasn't enjoying the sport. Then I was introduced to wrestling. Coach Redmond and Coach Maldonado as a whole showed me the fundamentals and two things that stuck with me throughout the seasons. Those two things were the connection I had with the coaches and team, and also how they taught me leadership. Now with wrestling at Northside, I'm now blessed enough to say that I wrestle in Lamoni, Iowa for Graceland University. Thank you for teaching me everything I need to know and getting me to the next step, coaches and teammates. Go Northside.
I hope you've enjoyed this video on Northside High School's wrestling program. If you ever have any questions about our program, please feel free to reach out to me. My number is the school's number, 706-748-2920, or you can reach out to me on my school email, which you can find at the school website. Go Northside High School Wrestling, go Pats, and embrace the grind.